beautiful people, and welcome back to the next installment in the 31 Days of K-pop. Today we are going to do an Itzy deep dive with the releases that I've missed, starting with Cheshire and then going back to Sneakers and Boys Like You. I know that they released a Japanese comeback as well. I'm not going to react to that though. Most of the times my Japanese reactions, like the Japanese comeback reactions, get blocked, and unfortunately, because this is a 31 days straight kind of thing, I can't have that risk of it being blocked and missing that day and having to go back and re-edit. So I hope you all can understand, but let's start off with Cheshire. Now I am really excited for this. So I'm hoping they kind of come back to less of this super bubbly, poppy kind of fluff sound and back to more of like what I liked Itzy for a lot, which was a bit more of their fierceness or self-love really. Like I know that they had really bubbly poppy sounds before, but I don't know, just something about the other ones were as Itzy feeling. And so I'm really excited for Cheshire. I've heard it's much better, like much more akin to more older Itzy stuff. So here we go. True or fake? Okay. Ooh. Oh. The like nails, that looks really cool. Oh, she's a little devil cat. Oh. Oh. Ryujin. Nice. Oh. Oh, the vocal layering there is beautiful. Oh, here we go. Oh. 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 That's awesome. Go, Jaeyoung. Oh, Leah, her tone fits that so well. Oh, facial expressions. Oh wow. They really are playing you with like a cat during this video. This is so good. Oh. Oh, why? No. Okay. Oh, hey, did the background change like it did for Da Da? Oh. 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 Whoa, it's so calm. Cool. Oh, I love this. So good. And a scratch like cat claws. Ah, like a cat with a mouse. I love it. Oh. The descending lines vocally are so cool. Oh, and I love that, like, almost like the down in the background. Oh. Wow. I loved that they're totally playing with you like a cat plays with a toy. And the Cheshire cat, it was a cat. Makes sense. And I love the back and forth, and then the la lines were so good. And normally I don't notice nails as a general thing. Like I just don't really notice when people wear nail polish or fake nails or stuff, but this one, it actually made a lot of sense with the concept, and they really were prominent. And oh, that was really good. I really liked that. That felt more like Itzy. Yeah, it was different from their stuff, to be fair. Like, it was very different from Wannabe and Dalla Dalla, but like, it still felt like them. And I love this like push and pull kind of mischievousness, and the music did a really good backdrop to that too, to convey that message. Oh, some of their vocal tones, I love that most of this was sitting in their lower register, like the chorus is still quite high, but they utilized people's tones a lot better for this song too. Like Leah has this naturally like smoky, husky tone, and I felt like they actually used that appropriately. So that was really good. I really like that. All right, on to Boys Like You. This one, admittedly, I'm not as big of a fan of, but we'll get into the reaction and I'll kind of pick out my favorite parts and my not so favorite parts. But here we go. Okay. I love that their song is playing in the background at this party. Oh. And all 5 of them, and that one boy. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet-esque a bit, but Romeo was a big womanizer. Like, a lot of people misremember the actual play, to be honest. Because Romeo was totally in love with Rosalind like a day before he met Juliet, and then just suddenly turned over to Juliet was his whole thing. Oh. Oh. Iconic. Do I look like your mommy? So I like the verses, and I love this part by Xiaoyang. But it feels like it's the music. It kind of feels like Disney special. I don't like the chorus. Music. The vocals are good. It's just it feels like a Disney song. Oh. I like how they're showcasing Leah's tone more though. Oh. And she shoots the phone. The scream in the background is great. Yeah, this chorus, what? Yeah, he's kind of a dick, eh? Yeah, I love the looks so disgusting. Best line, so memeable. Yes, vocal. Like vocally they do really great, and I love that this is all in English, which is amazing. Oh. Like so good vocally. It's incredible. But and I like how that they like all ditch that guy's party and go to like their own little concert with Itzy, because honestly, who wouldn't? But and I like that he ends up alone. Oh, that last little vocal line from Leah. So good. So good. And I love that it kind of like zooms out and it's like it's all a set, which is kind of meta, and I love it. But just the, I think it really is just, the whole thing felt more childish than I think of Itzy as, if that makes sense. Like it felt very Disney special. Like for their first English release, a full English like title. I know they do English versions of their songs for past, and I love it. Like I love the English version of Mafia in the Morning. But like their first full like dedicated English title, I just, I don't know, I'm a little disappointed by it. It feels like much more fluffy than their normal. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But Jaeryung's high note was insane, and Leah's tone is great, and they all really like had some great moments, like Ryujin's "I'm not your mommy. Do I look like your mommy?" and Yuna's "What? No." are so memeable, and I've seen so many memes about them, but it's just, the overall song, not as big a fan of. Sneakers, however, initially I didn't like, but now I have grown to love. I initially thought it wasn't very much like them, but then the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, no, this has their vibe and their tone to it, and I quite like it. But it was a song that had to grow on me. So on the first listen, I didn't like it. And then as I listened to it more, I was like, no, this is actually, I quite like this. And I had played it a lot on my playlist after it had came out. So I do quite like the song, but here we go. I love that bass. I normally don't, but okay, that part's actually so much better on live stages because of her facial expressions. Yuna looks so good as a woman. Oh, Queen Itzy. Yeah. I love this dance so much. Oh, yes. Yes, see, this still has their like self-love theme, and I love it. It's like, you can call me a weirdo, but it's all about my attitude. Like, love it. And I don't know why, but this like chorus is just addicting with that dance. Oh my god, I didn't notice the secret rating for the sky. Yes. Those sneakers are epic. Oh, that one's kind of not the sneaker, but. Oh. Oh, yes. Whoa, editing JYP. What? I love this part. And the crown pose, of course, because yes. So I think people didn't like that as much because the way that the trailers were posed to make it look like an elegant concept, and it wasn't. But I actually think that fits with the song. So the song is all about, hey, you think I look this way, or you might call me a weirdo or an oddball or whatever, but it's all about how I carry myself and my attitude. So like I can be regal while wearing sneakers, and I think that was the whole point, and I really love that. Like this feels Itzy still. It took me a while to get there because musicality wise it was very different from like Mafia in the Morning and Wannabe, and kind of I think it's actually going back towards more like Della Della though if people look at it overall. But it was definitely a weird jump from going from like logo to this, but that's also what K-pop is about. It's kind of about jumping around and breaking your expectations and the norms and mixing styles. So I actually quite like that. I think it's really big bop, and I think it's very Itzy in the self-love message. So I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you next time, beautiful people. Bye!